Hey guys, it's me and Trinity here. I know it's been forever. We've been on a super long hiatus. So I believe her last update video that it was at 6 months. I have a lot to catch you guys up on. And I'm going to do a video with a slideshow of some pictures of her during that time. Um, so I don't really have notes or anything, so I'm going to try my best not to ramble. I'll just start out with what she's doing now. She's very active. She's doing what I would call army crawling or low crawling. And she's sitting up by herself now. Before it was just with support. She's saying mama, dada. Mama was actually her first word. So she said that a few weeks ago. Trying to think. Laughing. She's pretty much just on target with her milestones and stuff. She's not standing up by herself yet, and she's not walking yet. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much it with her. And just to recap over the past couple months, I have been tutoring within the schools, and I'm also doing some in-home tutoring, but it's just part-time. So that's kind of been chewing up a lot of my time because with preparing the materials that are given to me and then, you know, with commuting to these schools and stuff. So I'm still looking for full-time employment, but I'm definitely enjoying being around the kids. I tutor elementary age students. So so far it's been 4th and 5th graders. Let's see. So while I'm doing that, Trinity is in the in-home daycare. And for those of you who are like torn between daycare or staying at home or whatever the case may be, I would highly recommend an in-home daycare. I just personally wasn't a fan of childcare, of daycare. I just feel like kids get sicker more often, and I've actually have been told that by different pediatricians. And I just feel if you're go with an in-home facility, it's more individual attention. So Trinity has really adjusted well to that, and over the past couple of weeks since I've been in the schools, because initially I was just going to people's homes and that was in the evening. So now she's been there like 3 or 4 days a week. So yeah, she adjusted well, and I'm so surprised with the first time that I took her. I thought I was just going to be calling like all the time, and I had only called once that day. I just feel really confident with the provider. She's great. She's just very attentive and on everything, and she does like a daily progress report, so I know, you know, what she ate, when she slept, when she peed, pooped. So it's great. And excuse me, also it's just more cost effective. I know when I was checking out daycares here in my area in Orlando, they were ranging like $200 to $300 a week, and I've heard even some places, you know, charging more than that. And with the in-home, which seems to have been the consensus here in Orlando, because I checked out other in-home providers, and with my experience, I just came across people they just charge $100 a week. With the particular individual that I use, she's really flexible, so I don't have to pay her $100 if I don't take her every day. So with how her rates is, if you don't go the full 5 days, it's $25 for your first day and then $20 for each additional day. And so that's just been really, you know, cost effective, and you know, she can be there for up to 10 hours for the day. She had RSV. She had that a little bit before Thanksgiving, and thankfully she had a pretty mild case. It wasn't that bad. I just initially I thought it was just that she was having symptoms from teething, because initially it was congestion and didn't want to eat as much, which that was something I noticed with teething. Oh, that's something I meant to mention. I don't know if y'all saw it the last time, but Trinity, show your teeth. She has teeth at the bottom. She has some coming in at the top, but you can't see them yet. Okay, so anyway, I thought that she was, you know, just experiencing different teething symptoms. And a lot of, be careful with RSV because some of the symptoms, probably with the exception of the cough, is very similar with teething. But even with the cough, Trinity doesn't really drool a lot, and some babies can cough a lot if they don't really drool because they're kind of gagging on the drool. So anyway, it's just she was cutting back so much with her milk. She didn't want to eat any of her solids. So I took her to the doctor, and they actually can test for RSV. And it's pretty much like a bad cold, but then it kind of affects the respiratory. So she ended up having to get breathing treatments. We used a nebulizer, and she was on albuterol, and we were able to do that at home. And we were doing it 3 to 4 times a day. Excuse me, we did that for about a week, and it was right before when we were supposed to have her baby dedication, so I was just hoping that she would be ready, be better in time, so it worked out. But I did have a friend whose daughter had that, and it ended up turning to pneumonia, and she was hospitalized. So RSV, you just have to be so careful with the little ones, and it's like very contagious. And I have a friend, her son's had it a couple of times, so but I'm not quite sure how she got it, because during that time she wasn't going to the daycare that often. Like prior to that, she had only been like 2 times. Like I sent her one day when I had an interview, and then both were like for interviews. So I really don't know how she got it. So okay, and then so that was in November, and then Thanksgiving we spent time with part of my side of the family and my husband's side of the family. So we went over to Lakeland, which is just about an hour from us. So I still haven't been on any really long trips with Trinity yet. And then, well, it was before Thanksgiving. We had her baby dedication, and it was really nice. And I had a friend come, and she took photos, and it was just beautiful. We had probably like 40 people came to watch her be dedicated. It was awesome. So I don't know if I'll do a separate slideshow for that, but I'm just gonna catch you guys up on everything. My husband did photos of Trinity for Halloween, the pumpkin patch, and we have, you know, pictures from her first Thanksgiving and baby dedication. And then yesterday we just took holiday photos. So I have a lot to catch you guys up on. We went for her 9-month checkup, and everything seemed fine. They're just a bit concerned with her weight. She did lose a little weight when she had RSV, but it was just a few ounces, so they weren't like overly concerned at the time. So it's like she caught up with that weight, but then she only gained 2 ounces over like the course of the month. So the doctor wants me to go back in a month for her to have a weight recheck, and we're just gonna assess. She wants me to, you know, because I was asking, did she think it was like, you know, with my breast milk? And over the past couple months, I've even been monitoring my calories, just trying to make sure, you know, I'm getting enough calories. And because she only gets 2 bottles of formula, everything else is breast milk. So I'm still like pumping like crazy 7 to 8 times a day. Just trying to, you know, keep my supply up and everything. So she told me to continue what I'm doing, you know, breast is best. So this is one of the other pediatricians there, not the initial one that I was having problems with. So anyway, she said once we go back at the month mark that she would see if her weight has improved. If not, she wants me to start fortifying my breast milk. So she said we would just use a formula that's high in calories. And so at that point she'll be 10 months, and I just only have to do it for a couple months. So just really, you know, I was kind of stressing myself out with this whole breastfeeding situation, since I, you know, have met other moms that, you know, do breastfeed and everything. And I just think how I pump so much, and kind of how my day is kind of, you know, almost dictated by like my pumping schedule, you know, trying to be back from somewhere so that I can pump and everything. So it's been kind of stressful, you know, but when I really put things in perspective, you know, because I pump about 18 to 20 ounces, and that's mainly like from one breast because I hardly produce anything on the other side. So I'm like, you know, to have that supply just for one, and then the pediatrician, she was saying that was great that I'm still, you know, pumping that amount at this point, considering that I don't really, you know, nurse her. Occasionally I let her nurse, but she doesn't get full feedings from the breast. So, you know, I'm thankful for that, what I'm able to give her, and the fact that I'm giving her majority of breast milk. So those of you who might be expecting or currently, you know, a parent and breastfeeding and stuff, like, just surround yourself with a good support system if it's something that you want to do, you know. And what has really pushed me during this time is the fact that I've been at home, so I've been able to do it. And, you know, I've had a good support team. I looked into different, like, resources and stuff like that, met other breastfeeding moms. I don't have anyone in my exact situation who exclusively pumps, but I have other moms that they're great. They're like, I don't even see how you, like, leave the house with as often as you pump, and just still going places and doing stuff with Trinity. So that kind of keeps me going. And, you know, I wanted to provide the best health option for her, and also a financial reason, because it's just really super cost effective. I buy maybe a canister of formula like once a month. It might last a month to like 6 weeks, compared to if she was exclusively on formula, I'd be going through one of those things in just about a week, you know. So $25 a month versus like over $100 a month. So, you know, just know that it can be done, and, you know, it's lots of help out there if you need help. The La Leche League, I've gone to a few of those meetings. Those women have been amazing. Some of those women, they're still breastfeeding their toddlers, and they're doing that in spite of having issues in the beginning. So if it's something that you really want to do, it definitely can be done. I will be glad when I'm done pumping. I'm going to stop pumping at the year mark. So if she decides to nurse after that, great, but just no more pumping. Yeah, so I guess that's pretty much it. She's another thing with the healthcare, the child care provider. Oh yeah, and Trinity's clapping. With the child care provider, like, she braids her hair and everything, because I do not know how to do hair. So I'm glad for that. Trying to get y'all caught up. Look for some videos. I'll be having a hair update video and just pictures updating on Trinity the past few months. Also, I want to offer my condolences to the victims, anyone affected by the Sandy Hook elementary shooting. Just my heart just really truly breaks. I've been really, like, sick about it. I just, even like today, still crying about it, especially now that I'm seeing the faces of those beautiful angels that lost their life. And just God bless the teachers and the school administrators who were very selfless, and, you know, just didn't even consider their own lives, just trying to save the lives of the children. Oh gosh, I can't even imagine what they're feeling so close to Christmas and everything. But just the only peace I'm finding in the situation is now that those beautiful angels, they're resting in heaven. So just have them in my thoughts and prayers. And you guys just know how fragile life is. Cherish every moment. Tell everyone, you know, in your life who you love and care about. Make sure they know that you love them. You know, just cherish life. That's all I can say. Okay, you guys, thanks so much for watching. I will get back on it with my updates. I do update my Instagram pretty frequently, so if you want to see more regular pictures and updates, you can definitely find them on there. Okay, guys, we're out of here. Bye-bye.